I'm standing here in the middle of DC, in the center of some of the most beautiful architecture our country has to offer, right in front of the World War II Memorial with the Lincoln Memorial overlooking this in the background. Now, I have been to DC a couple times, and the awe and wonder of being at the seat of Western power and civilization and just the history and the meaning of it all has always been pretty awe-inspiring to me, and unfortunately this time it's different. Seeing half the White House tore apart, gates that used to be open with just a guard standing by them completely closed up, fences in places you can tell were never meant to have fences, it doesn't feel like a beacon of democracy. This place that used to fill me with pride when I was here about what our country was, is, and could be. A place that just being amongst these amazing structures made you believe in American exceptionalism and idealism, even if those things have always been a myth and a fairy tale. That no longer exists for me here. And nothing's quite driven that feeling home like this memorial. Standing here on the steps of a memorial dedicated to the Americans who fought and died and sacrificed both at home and abroad to fight fascism. Americans who gave their lives for oppressed people they didn't know and would never meet. Americans like my great uncle who made it home but left who they were on the beaches of Normandy in the woods at the Battle of the Bulge. It's the gravity of standing here at this memorial that represents everything we believe we want to be as Americans. Overlooked by the Lincoln Memorial that represents some of the things we've overcome in our own dark history as Americans. I am not an overly emotional or philosophical person. But the gravity and the beauty and the symbolism and the history and the somberness of this place in this moment has impacted me more philosophically and emotionally than I expected it would. I appreciate everybody who is still in here fighting the good fight and standing up for their neighbor and facing criticism, ridicule, potentially even danger or incarceration for their beliefs. And I hope many of you will be joining us here on the 22nd in DC, in this beautiful place, to stand up against that. The people this memorial represents fought with guns on foreign lands to stop fascism. And it's time all of us stand up with First Amendment rights we still have to fight fascism here at home. Because if we don't do that now, everything they fought for then will have been in vain.